not until I was in 2017, end of 2017 actually. End of 2017, I got another role at Samsung. Um,
In customer service.
yeah, I was in the kiosks actually. Really good role. And then I did that until beginning of 2018, maybe January. And then our good friend Abraham, who works for a traineeship and apprenticeship company, makes me aware of the government traineeships that were happening at the time. And I told Abraham, I remember exactly what I told him. I go, bro, why do I want to leave a full-time job with Samsung, which by the way wasn't good. Wasn't good pay, wasn't good anything. The full-time meant nothing.
But you enjoyed it.
I slowly got discouraged because why would I think that going back to Samsung, even if it was in the customer service role, was going to be any different from the head office?
Yeah, fair.
But in my head, I thought the way to go is a full-time role, which honestly isn't that
It's
great.
a good short-term decision, but long-term it's not great.
Full-time role doesn't mean much if the job isn't great or if the place you're at isn't great. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
People can have full-time role and still not have enough to
Survive.
Exactly. But in my head, I'm like, full-time role, that's it, I'm on the right path. So I told Abraham, why would I leave that for a traineeship, which pays, at the time I thought it was less. Turns out I got paid so bad at Samsung, it wasn't that much difference, yeah. Why would I leave that for less money and a 12-month contract where a job isn't guaranteed? I love what Abraham said. He didn't even try at all to convince me.
Okay.
Not because he didn't care, but I felt like him telling me about that traineeship was from God, and him just leaving it there for me to decide was also from God.
Abraham's the type of guy who gets what he wants. I'll be straight out.
Very good.
Because he asked me years prior to that if I wanted a job with his company. And I told him, nah, man, I'm good. I'm loving Samsung, all good. 2 years later, comes up to me again, says, hey, do you want a job with my company? I go, yeah, I do. He finds a way. But you're right. I think him leaving it for you, because he knew your personality as well. So leaving that with you and allowing you to sort of mull over that.
Yeah, because what happened after that, because as I said, Abraham did no convincing. He said, I'll send you the link. You go from there. Okay. I looked at the link. It was exactly what I just said. Contract, less money, nothing guaranteed afterwards.
But you also get an education with it.
Yeah, they gave me a Cert 3 in the customer service. I said, God, I feel like you're pushing me and you've been pushing me for years to give this over to you. I'm going to give this over to you. I'm going to show you a sign of faith that I'm trusting you. I'll put in my resume.
So why? Can I ask why? Like why did you finally say, okay, it's time?
Because for me, I just kept getting pressure from my parents, and everything that I tried my hand in and tried to do myself wasn't working.
Okay.
So I said, God, this is less money and it's a contract, meaning no job's guaranteed. You know what? I think that you're pushing me towards it. You make me get the job. And then if I don't get the job, not only if I don't get the job, if I get the job and it doesn't work out, I waste 12 months and I don't get a job after that, I can blame you and go back to what I was doing.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty stubborn, right?
Yeah.
And I love how God's like, okay, thank you. Leave it to me.
That is awesome.
Yeah. God's like, you stubborn kid. I'll sort this out for you. And what do you know? Like, I know that we're stubborn and we're not supposed to think that way, but God knows how to deal with his kids.
But hey, that's being a Christian. It's making those dumb mistakes and realizing God's better.
Yeah, and literally people that have known me, so such as yourself, that have known me back then and where I'm at now, they're like, wow, so much has happened. But I'm happy that they can see it the way I see it, is God is the one that put him there.
100%, because to be completely straight out with you, when you were at Samsung, you hated everything. You hated life.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anyone love going to work as much as you do.
Now, yeah, absolutely.
Like dead set, you love this job and you're really good at it, if I do say so myself. Yeah. The reason I can say that is because I worked for the same company as Abraham and I had to do the contact visits, the mentoring visits, and check in with your managers.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you've loved it and you've been good at it. And thank God he's helped you progress there. What I'm trying to get at here is, first off, thank you so much for your honesty with this, because it's a huge story you've been telling. How does a kid who was in your position finally let go and give it to God, so he doesn't have to be that stubborn guy.
My dad always tells me this: a smart person learns from others' mistakes. Unfortunately, in life, we're not always smart.
Yep.
You know, there is people out there that learn majority of their lessons from others, but no matter who you are, you're gonna end up making your own mistakes, and that's the only way you're gonna learn those lessons. I hope you're not that person that had to learn this lesson from their own mistakes like I did. I hope that you can listen to me and learn from that, or from other spiritual advisors. Like I said at the beginning of the show, keep a good spiritual advisor next to you.
Yeah, 100%.
And see if you can learn from them. And if you can learn from others' mistakes, that's a big head start.